Hello and welcome back to another episode of Hockey Talking. My name is Clay. Thank you for tuning in. We have another couple of news topics regarding the Hawks that have come to light this past week, and so we're going to talk about all of them in this episode, and I'm not going to really waste any more time, so let's jump right into it, and we're going to start off with the bad news first. Unfortunately, we got some sad news as legendary goaltender Tony Esposito has passed away at the age of 78. Although he was a player who played before my time, I unfortunately never got to see him play. He is widely regarded as one of, if not the best goaltenders in Blackhawks franchise history, a franchise that has a pretty ridiculously long and storied history, being an original six team. That's just impressive in his own right. But even without that, you look at his play and you look at, kind of what he did and the numbers he put up, and he was kind of one of those players that just helped kind of redefine how that position was played. He won 3 Vezina trophies, although back then the Vezina trophy was a little bit different than it is today. Back then it was pretty much awarded like the Williams M. Jennings trophy is awarded today, so a little bit different, but still 3 Vezina trophies. Just unreal goaltender. Unfortunately, he has passed away, and we are all mourning his death. And sad news. In other sad news, cancer has stricken the Blackhawks family as well. Radio color analyst Troy Murray is battling cancer at the moment. He has announced. We've already dealt with something similar like this in the past couple of years with Eddie Olczyk. Hopefully it goes as well for Troy Murray as it did for Eddie. So best of luck to Troy battling cancer. Hopefully everyone here keeps him in their thoughts. Moving away from the bad news now, we did get a couple re-signings for the Blackhawks. First and foremost, Brandon Hagel re-signing to a 3-year deal worth $1.5 million per year. Pretty good cap hit for a pretty good bottom 6 player with top 6 potential. He's a very versatile player, can kind of play up and down the lineup and just brings that intensity and that just hardworking attitude. You gotta love having him on the team. Glad they re-signed him for 3 years. 1.5, like I said, is a pretty darn good price for that. And in addition to that, after his contract is up, he will still be a restricted free agent, so that helps the Blackhawks even more. And then the other re-signing was with a player with a bit lesser known name, but still a great name. Mike Hardman gets re-signed to a 2-year deal, $800,000 per year. We saw him in action just a little bit this past year. He had his moments, but he's not the type of player who's going to be making the team out of camp, or he shouldn't be. He'll be starting in Rockford, but this is a good re-signing. A young 22-year-old winger re-signed. We're going back to an 82-game schedule, so you're going to need depth, especially considering we're still kind of dealing with lingering pandemic things. So who knows what's going to really happen throughout the course of this upcoming season. But yeah, never a bad thing to have bubble players and depth, forward depth like Mike Hardman. So good re-signing there, just over minimum wage basically in the NHL. So 2 good re-signings for the Blackhawks to lessen the effect of the bad news that we got this week, a little bit at least. But yeah, it's pretty much this past week in news. In terms of the sexual abuse allegations and the investigation, we didn't really get any more new info this past week. It's still kind of just an ongoing thing. We did get a report saying a U.S. lawyer has asked the U.S. Center of Safe Sport to investigate Blackhawks GM Stan Bowman, but I don't think there's been anything more to that than just that request. So keep an eye on that. We'll see what comes of that. But otherwise, not really any more new info on that front. So let me know your thoughts on all of these topics down in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Hockey Talkie. Like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate that as always. But most importantly, stay safe, make good decisions, and I'll see you next time.